Good morning. Or hello.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Pre-makeup. Oh, you're going to do your makeup during this. See, she's smart. She's two birds, one stone.
I'm just going to do a little makeup while we talk.
Lighten versus brighten.
Yes, what we're going to talk about is... I know.
Do you love?
I do.
Oh my god.
I know.
This is a big deal on a Friday.
I know.
She's withholding information from me, first of all.
Well, I wanted to try it first. I'm trying a new sunblock. It's the Color Science.
Do you love it? I've only used it like once, and I didn't like it.
You'll tell me if you love it.
I'm going to use it too. I already have Smart Tone on, but there can never be enough sunscreen.
No, especially when it's pouring rain. I
Yeah.
never understood that, but here we are.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to talk about today was skin brightener versus skin lightener. This comes down to ingredients, and that's why I had to bring in the big guns, because this is the master of ingredients. But when it comes to pigmentation, there are essentially, what we're thinking about as providers is, do we need to brighten? Obviously, always, right? I don't feel like we're ever saying less brightness,
Right. Let's
less
dull
glow.
the complexion.
Yes. But we are thinking, okay, does she need a lightening agent?
Right. We are all born, I find this like fascinating. We all, whether we are the lightest skin tone on the planet or the darkest skin tone, we have basically the same amount of melanocytes. It just comes down to activity. Mm-hmm. How active are they? So when trauma is induced, whether it's a burn from a curling iron or a mild sunburn from the sun, my melanocytes might not jump as quickly as Sandy's or someone else. So it's really just melanocyte
mine
activity.
Jump. Mine are
kind of dormant.
Yeah, mine are Olympic athlete jumpers. They're like, oh, is it above 40? Great. Let's produce some melanin.
Let's protect you.
But let's just do it in this one spot, and then this one spot, and then right here. Let's only activate where it's really obvious.
Maybe you have like built-in contour. Yes, we're looking glass half full.
Basically. But we can always find the silver lining. But the melanocytes on me are different. So especially when it comes to melasma, the reason why when we're treating you with skin lighteners, which are more your hydroquinones, there's also oral agents like TXA. There are a lot of different ways of treating this. What that is doing is it's preventing the melanocytes from secreting pigment, from secreting melanin. And the way that your melanocytes are in the skin is they look like fingers, and then they shoot pigment out, which is why when we are telling you to apply any of your products, but particularly the skin lighteners like hydroquinone, we're not saying just spot treat, we're saying cover the face, because we don't know if the melanin, if the pigmentation from up here is sourced down here from these melanocytes, and they're like fingers, they look like little fingers, they're shooting the melanin up here. So if I were to just spot treat here, down here is actually the source.
Yeah. You gotta think of it like roadblocks, right? Like that's what, like, I feel like when you're in aesthetic school, a lot of times like the early education is like, especially with pigmentation and melanocytes, like you were just saying, they have these long dendrites for arms, and so we need to use multiple products to stop them at different points that they're trying to travel within your skin system.
Yes,
so, like,
we're setting up roadblocks.
Stop sign here.
I love the roadblock idea. That's a great analogy. Now, with the skin lighteners, like your hydroquinones, there are time limits to that, which the max amount of time you can be on a hydroquinone is 5 months. After 5 months, you are required to take a break. You take a 3-month break. So it goes 5 months on, 3 months off, 5 months on, 3 months off. And the reason why is because you can develop a resistance to them. And so we're always thinking, okay, how can we target this, but then also make sure that it continues working for you? When you're on your skin lightener break, that's when you're heavy on the skin brighteners to sort of maintain it while you're giving it that 3-month pause. That's when you need to have your vitamin C's and your kojic acids involved.
Yeah.
It's also a great time to do a 3-step peel, which is what I just did earlier this week. My skin is finally looking like itself again.
Yeah, you look really good.
I was going through this whole, my hormones are changing. I am finding...
You gave it to me.
Throwing it over there. But I have been struggling with my skin recently, and I really handed it over to Lizzie to be like, I give up. I just want to be the patient. I can't do this. And so she switched up my skincare, and then she also just did a 3-step peel, and I was peeling the past 3 days. All my patients, I'm sitting there with like, it looks like I just have things hanging off my nose. It was just,
It's all worth it.
It's been real cute. But that's another nice way to be able to really rapidly shed some of the layers, because pigment has some depth to it. And what we need to do is the deeper the pigment, the thicker the pigment is how you should be thinking about it, the more we need to shed you, which is where the retinols come into play, right?
Skin turnover.
Retinol is vitamin A, and it accelerates the rate of skin turnover, of skin cells. It just makes your skin cells replicate really quickly, which is why you will flake oftentimes from the retinols or the tretinoins. And so we put you on all these combination protocols because we need to grow it and then mow it, and then grow it and then mow it.
Yeah.
And this peel that we just did on me has not only helped with my acne, but also with the brightness of my skin. I just put on a little sunblock, and then I love Lizzie's, Lizzie introduced me to this. It's Dior
Face and body.
Dior Face and Body.
In case you were going anywhere tonight, you need a little body makeup.
Listen, the Met Gala is over. I already did my show
I'll
there.
be in sweatpants at 5.
We have to get all those people ready for the Met Gala. But yes, what else are we missing with that? Any other ingredients you're thinking about?
I think the biggest thing that it comes down to a lot of times in aesthetics is when we're talking more of like the bleaching, straight up lightening ingredients, is it's more of like a pulse duration is what a lot of providers refer to it as.
Yep.
Where like your ascorbic acids, your kojic acids are kind of just like your maintenance acids, making sure, like Sandy was saying, that your complexion remains bright once we get it lighter.
So let's talk about the different ingredients of brightening agents. Brightening agents are the ascorbic acids, which is the medical term for vitamin C.
Yep. And there's a lot of different forms, like the tetrahexadecyl that's in polish, the exfoliating polish, is one of the best stable forms of vitamin C that you can find on the market. It's also really expensive to formulate with, which is why medical grade skincare might cost you more.
And what she means by that is that there can be this amazing product, but can it bypass the skin barrier? Because remember, your skin's a giant organ that's actually meant to keep things out, right? So it's protective. And so the challenge with skincare lines is, how do we get these products underneath the skin without the skin doing its job, which is to prevent that? And so things like vitamin C and kojic acid have to be formulated correctly with the right type of technology to get it past the skin. But particularly with vitamin C, what vitamin C is actually doing, it's not actually, it's an antioxidant, so it is brightening the skin. But really what it's doing in its mechanism of action is it's preventing the melanin from overproducing. So it's preventing your melanocytes under the skin from absorbing the sun and then producing pigment. So it's suppressing that pigmentation activation.
I like that. You also look so pretty right now. I'm just looking at her in the...
It's Friday.
Yes. No, I think not only ingredients, but I think both Sandy and I are willing to work with any patient that is part of the practice of, like, you know, we can be as aggressive as you want to be right out of the gate, or we can take things low and slow. Sometimes, you know, you're like, I don't really want to have to do 8 steps in the morning and 8 steps at night. We might tell you it might take a little bit longer to get to the end goal, but we can still get you there. So together we have the products that are going to get you the results. It's just how quickly and how aggressively do we want to get there?
Exactly. And we can
go low and slow.
We can go low and slow. Just think about time. You know, if we're trying to get you ready in 3 months, hold on to your horses, baby. Saddle up. Because we know how to do it, but are you willing? It takes 2 to tango.
It certainly does.
If you are thinking, okay, I have to work, I have like life to do, which is sort of where I fall more. I don't like to be too aggressive because I have to stare at people all day long.
Yeah. She also doesn't like getting treatments. I
Yeah.
like have to do the treatments following her around the office while she's getting coffee and water, and I'm like, let me put this peel on you.
I just don't like it. Everything hurts and it stings and it doesn't. I'm just a baby about it. I just am. However, we can do it. Just give us, what we like to say is give us a year. A year is a great amount of time for us to really get you to goal at a steady, consistent pace.
Yes.
We can get you there sooner. We can do it, but prepare for the flake. Prepare for all the.
Yeah, you might shed a couple of faces on the way.
Yeah, and those are called anticipated reactions, which is also something really important to understand. Anticipated reactions is in the dermatological handbook, which means that it's not a made-up word. We're telling you. Anticipated reactions are reactions that we are expecting your skin to go through as we either strengthen it,
Lighten it,
brighten it, stop the acne. There's things injectables. These are all anticipated reactions. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. We love being able to answer any of your questions, and we are here for you. So any of your other questions that you've always wondered what that means, send us a message below, and we'd be happy to answer for you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.